Hello, I'm going to be doing a commentary video going over all of the glitches that appear in the Is-Bad Gauntlet. These are all glitches that I've either found or expanded upon in a few cases. And I'm going to jump right into the first one. I'm going to show you what I need to do, which is grabbing the zipper power, dashing into the checkpoint with Waylay, and then resetting and trying to spam the teleport button so that I teleport as quick as possible. What this does is allow me to teleport and then break the hard clay that was here. How this works is a little weird, because if you're holding onto a power with your grappler, when you touch a checkpoint, you'll respawn as that power up. So if I was to actually just do that here, let me actually grab this one, I'll try and do it over on this side. See, I was holding the power up when I touched the checkpoint, but when I respawn, there's no power up collecting animation and I just am Waylay. And that's what's done here. Oh no. Okay, that's what's done here. I touched the checkpoint, which then makes me respawn as Zipper, because I'll be holding onto the Zipper power up. But there's another thing that gets saved, the Waylay dash. If you dash into a checkpoint with Waylay, when you respawn, you'll still be in the middle of that dash. That's also saved, which means that when I respawn, I will both be Waylay dashing and will also be Zipper. This will allow me to have a Waylay dash as Zipper, which allows me to break the bricks that I have to teleport to. I can do the exact same thing here, this time going diagonally with a diagonal Waylay dash. And here it's pretty much the same trick but with shade, where I teleport to a shade rune rather than just teleporting in front of me. Next we have a trick, this was from Battery is Bad. This is weird interactions with prize blocks and rifts. If a prize block hits something and there's a tile in front of it, it'll just go up until it reaches the top and it'll just appear out the top. And nothing goes wrong really. But if you put a rift, an exit and entrance rift inside the exact same tile, well no, just inside any tiles, and you have an item come out of the prize block and then teleport from a block inside another block, some weird stuff happens. The first thing you'll notice is that the key just despawns when it leaves. It despawns when it enters the air. And for this section, you actually need to grab the key so that it doesn't despawn. It's weird how that works, and I'm actually not entirely sure myself. I think it's like whenever the item teleports, it's kind of flagged for deletion, but it's not deleted yet, not deleted instantly. And the first moment it can be deleted is when it actually leaves the solid ground. This one is a similar thing for the battery. You see it starts to power up the battery switch, but then it just kind of doesn't make it. This one you actually have to hit the block, touch a buddy and reset, which as you can see then causes the battery to stay in place so that it actually activates the battery switch. But it were do a similar thing here, but this time rather than actually like resetting or grabbing it, you actually have to make a bridge for it to go across so they can get to the battery switch. Next one is from a level called Purge Gate is Bad, right? So normally if you grab a power up and walk into an item Purge Gate, you'll just instantly get that power up because the game considers them items, which means that if you were to do something like this and teleport through the Purge Gate, you won't grab the power up for some reason, because it doesn't give you the power up, it actually just places the power up on the ground, which would have been on top of GR18. But if you teleport with Zipper, it places it where you were, and after you zip, the power up will just kind of be where you zipped from. And you can, well, if you don't mess up like that, you can actually move the power up around. I'm normally a lot better at this, hang on. You can move the power up around and you can actually do like a lot of cool movement with this. And then now that the power up's there, I can go here and I can actually grab the tiptoe power up just right here and use that to get for the crumblers. Then we have a similar trick to the first section where I'm using two power ups at once, but this time two whole new power ups. What you do here, you use the bush, grab the power, and then walk into the checkpoint. Now, the bush state is saved similar to a Waylay dash, and then I just am a different power up. This allows me to walk through crumblers as other power ups. And, similar to the Waylay at Zipper Tech, whoops, let me try that one again. This one's re-grabbable so that I don't fail, or so that I can't soft lock. do the same thing. This time I can actually teleport at the bush, which is weird. You also go behind the crumbles, but when you're in bush you seem to get put behind things. This one is a weird trick. This one's not really a glitch. I don't know why this happened, but if you normally throw a shade rune, it just goes in the direction you throw it. But if you throw a shade rune whilst you're standing in a sky wiggler, I'm going to let go of down and then press the throw button, it curves. This is only while you're inside the sky wiggler. It doesn't happen if you're to the left of it. And also it can seemingly get a lot of momentum if it goes through rifts like that. Because look how much space it went through. That was a lot of distance. This one is box is bad. So I'm not entirely sure how this one works and the specifics of it, but if a box is teleported into the ground, under certain conditions it won't instantly despawn, it will instead despawn about half a second later. So these boxes, they're being teleported into the ground, they're being pushed up, then they're despawning, which puts them back to where they originally spawned, which then puts them through the rift again, which then puts them into the ground again and pushes them up. So it's just an infinite cycle of boxes. And there are some extra things I didn't actually include in this level, because if you actually touch a checkpoint and reset, then the box will not despawn. It will just like stay where it was. This section is supposed to be a combination of like all of the previous sections, but it's kind of sloppily made, I'll be honest. There isn't anything truly interesting for a little bit, because it's mostly just the same but harder. This section likes to give people difficulty, and hang on, let me move that one down, over here. So this is all stuff that we've seen before, just done in new setups. And this is the same thing where it's just a box jump. People have a lot of trouble with this box jump, and honestly, yeah, it can be difficult. Now, if I didn't design this badly, this one would have required you to keep the bush state, keep a waylay dash, and also teleport. And that's what I'm going to do, but there is another way, and I'll explain it afterwards. So I push, grab the checkpoint, respawn, grab the zipper power up, and dash into the checkpoint, respawn, and then I can go through bush, waylay, zipper. But because it was only a single tile of bricks, you can actually just get zipper and teleport through without needing waylay at all. And then for this final jump, it is the shade trick, but you also need to combine some actual extra Skywiggler momentum from yourself. And I am not truly consistent at doing this. There we go. Please, I don't want to fail now. There, I'm just going to touch the end. So that is my level, the Is-Bad Gauntlet. And I hope you enjoyed.